Yo ho ho! Another week, another casual report. How are we today, everybody? I'm your host JT for another wonderful show. Joining me today, as always, are the two gimps. Jam, how are we, Jam?
Two gimps. Oh, I'm joined by the two gimps.
No, I'm joined by the two gimps. Sure, among the gimps, mate. How are we today, sir?
I'm fine. I made it. I'm here on time.
Yeah, on time. Luckily on time, I might add. Jam, that is a nice jacket you're wearing there, but we'll talk about that in a minute, mate.
I've got things to say.
Oh, you big
I'm glad you made it, mate, because when I saw that story break about an hour ago, I was like,
Yeah,
best fucking make it, I'll knock you out.
Hugh sent it to me as well, but then you sent me the free to play. Then Hugh sent me the rest of it. I was like,
I was booted
we'll get
it
into it.
I'd booted it up and it was just stared at me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we will get into some things later. And joining me in Jam today is, of course, Bishop is in the house. How are we today, sir?
Couldn't be more buzzing.
You can be more buzzing. Why is that, mate?
Can you guess?
It's
I'll give you one
T
guess.
minus 48 hours-ish. This time in 2 days, we'd have seen it, we'd have fumed or buzzed, mate. How's that?
I'm actually so excited.
How's that tickle your fancy, mate?
I'll be missing that one.
Yeah, you're fuming.
He is fuming, by the way.
Oh, gee, I said on Twitter, really, you got too much of a life to be doing this show, mate. You can't be.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Just
Gentlemen,
for those of you that have no idea what the hell I'm on about, 2 days until the Nintendo
we're here.
Microsoft, until the Microsoft press conference with
Nintendo.
Halo Infinite.
Buzzing.
It's going to be so
Amongst other things, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
We'll talk about the extra
Gentlemen,
stuff.
what have we been up to this fine weekend and week and life? How are we? What have we been up to? What games have we been playing?
Rocket League.
Have you been smashing Rocket League, Jam?
Yes.
Rocket League.
That's about it since we last.
Me and Jam made a new friend the other night. What's his
That
name?
was well fun.
Lorex.
Lorex.
Funny as fuck that was. He was sound as fuck. So it's nice on a game which has got a pretty toxic-ish. Because you always get them.
Yeah.
You always get them fucking bellends, but it's
Yeah,
really
he
nice
had
to meet
toxic
someone.
It's not just Rocket League.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Too.
It's nice when you don't meet someone who's not a complete arsehole. Have a good time. Bishop, mate, what have you been up to?
What Hugh said.
Missing people on Halo 3.
Yeah.
Loving Halo. How you finding Halo 3, mate? You've been buzzing.
It feels
Next
like
time.
the good old days.
Oh.
I'm having such a great time with Halo 3 right now.
What's been second account?
Pretty
much you, mate.
I can't spell.
Generally, I'm just having the best time on Halo 3.
Rolling the year back, mate. Rolling it back.
Absolutely.
What have I been up to? Well, I've been smashing some Grandia off because it's fucking glorious in every way. Slowly cutting that cheese, mate. And Gears 5 Operations 4-pack with the fucking revamped fucking nonsense they put in it, which is, I'm starting to be able to afford things more because of the new currency in it. The ranking system's alright, it's good. Again, I've only had a few games on it, so I've not been balls deep, as in balls deep. But I've been
Don't
chipping
mind me,
away at it.
my chair is just slowly but surely going down.
Your chair is a gimp chair, mate. Outside of the gaming spheres, you two gentlemen been up to anything?
I chopped a tree down.
You did, or Mark did?
No, Mark took the tree down. And then we had it in our garden, and we put it back in Mark's garden. And then Steph was like, let's chop it up, it's dead. So I had to chop it up. I'm not even joking, with an axe like this big. A pretty sturdy axe. And a saw, a little hacksaw. But then the neighbour lent us a proper saw so I can get through the trunk.
Borrowed you. Borrowed you.
Who said that?
No, I'm just taking the piss. Bish, outside the gaming sphere, you've been up to much?
No, not really.
You've been balls deep in Halo, mate. That's what you've been doing.
It's literally just
Balls deep in Halo. I've just been chilling. Good Pippin a walk the other day. I mean, he's just a magnet. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he's so cute. I was like, I know. Like, he's a little dog. But
For old ladies.
well, yeah.
Winston's
it is.
a magnet for that.
Winston loves it, mate. Anyway, gentlemen, should we get on with the show?
Yes.
I suppose we should.
While we're here, Well, we're
I've
doing.
got
what?
Indie League practice tonight. Hurry on.
Let's just go play some games.
Tell Gran. Yeah, whack on now.
Let's go to the show. Let's just go chill. Let's go play some games.
It's not so much practice tonight. We've got.
Go and tell my 83-year-old Gran that, Hugh. Pippin's from Lord of the Rings, anyway. Gentlemen, Bishop saying earlier about a certain showcase on Thursday, which is happening. Any last-minute thoughts, predictions, or theories, or anything you want to bring to the table?
We're going to see a Fable.
We're going to see Fable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to see Fable.
I have it on good authority. Fable's happening. Yeah, I agree. We'll see it. Jam.
The thing that I'm most concerned about, just quickly, sorry.
That's all right.
I have no idea what else.
No. Well, I saw a tweet from a leaker person.
A leaker person, I forget his name. I sent it to you, Jack. And it said that they knew like the Xbox itinerary for what they were going to show, and apparently they're heavily going to focus on Halo. Standard, obviously.
Of course, I was expecting.
They'll show Fable and Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
But nothing else, or not much else. They'll give you like 3 games. And they said it's going to fall short of what PlayStation did. But obviously, that's just a rumor.
Of course.
But I would like to see some games that I would like to play that I could just buy on my PC.
Yeah, no, I don't think for a second that's 100% right, because there's not a chance.
No, they will show more, but I mean more like.
I was going to say that they've got to show more. They have to show more. They have to show more. Otherwise, they're in a situation where PlayStation 5 is just. I mean, they're already in a situation where PlayStation 5 could possibly be just.
Well, that's only because PS5 has just had theirs before Microsoft, so you can't call it now.
It's because of the exclusivity thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, exclusive sell consoles.
That's why.
End of the day,
it doesn't matter what console you put in the disc in.
I will safely say, right, Phil Spencer. I'm amazed that he's done this. I'm amazed that he's going down this road with the exclusive stuff. He came out saying that for the next 2 years, they're going to be
supporting Xbox One X.
They're going to be supporting Xbox One and the next gen.
Yeah, why have they discontinued Xbox One X?
I do know what you mean on that one, Joe.
Yeah, no.
I'm just like, why?
It's the middle gap, isn't it? Like, because if the Lockhart's real, I think me and Bish talked about this the other day. If the Lockhart's real, that's just going to muddy the water even more than it is muddied. So to get rid of it, it's probably in hindsight, it will be the wise thing to do. But now it just seems a bit weird.
Ice cream ban.
It's probably because they
get me an ice cream, you dickhead.
They're not actually selling. Maybe. I don't know. It is a bit strange, though. I think
it's way too early to discontinue it unless they are really forcing people to buy next gen. Not forcing, but Lockhart will be a good middle gap. You're right, but it's then.
If you've got two middle gaps.
What if someone's got an Xbox One X or Xbox One S is the latest, isn't it?
X is the latest. X is the best one.
Okay, S is the latest, and it's not been out that long, and you forked out to buy one of them, and you'll be pissed off that that's it. Okay, we're not making them anymore. We're making these. And if you want to play your next-gen games, you can't have an Xbox One X.
Yes, you can.
Oh, of course they still work.
They'll still work. You know, they're still technically an Xbox One, aren't they? Technically, so. So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
the thing that fills me with hope is that Phil Spencer seems confident in what they've got ready. You see him on Twitter, you see him doing interviews and stuff, and he just looks and sounds like he doesn't seem fazed by what Sony showed, and which fills me with confidence.
Absolutely.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, this Halo,
yeah, of course he knows what he's doing.
I can't imagine the pressure on these developers for this Halo game because it's fucking.
God, yeah. I mean, it's a quadruple A title, so I mean, yeah, like they need to make sure that this is like the best Halo game they've ever made. I just fingers crossed so much.
Anything to add before we move on?
No. There isn't really much else, really.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, Thursday show.
I'm just too excited.
We're going to go live at, I think it starts 5 p.m. UK time, so we're going to go live about 4-ish.
Cool.
Me and Bishop, Jam's going to be working like a fucking mad
trooper.
Yeah, like a trooper, mate.
Probably watching your stream whilst
probably watching our stream. Moving on, gentlemen. Metacritic have turned on the jets with the trying to swerve off these people that just give game a 0 when they don't like it or they've got a problem with it.
Review bombing.
They've disabled reviews for people that haven't played the game for however long, right?
Yeah, big next gen player on Twitter brings us this screenshot, and I did actually go to it myself, and I did. I was there. I was buzzing.
I have seen it.
Seen it, yeah. So I think it's 24 hours. Is that after?
How do they know the person's played the game?
They don't do. But you can't submit a user review until
after
12
release.
PM the next day. So maybe people do.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think
this is a good move.
Yeah, I think what happened to Last of Us really made them pull the finger out, because someone else just like get a grip. There's gay people in your game. Shut the fuck up. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, let them live and all that. Good move by Metacritic. I mean, not that it matters, because Metacritic is the fucking. I guarantee, like Last of Us 2 sold like shitloads, even with like a 0 point whatever it was user score. So who cares? People still buy that shit, mate. Gentlemen, moving on. We had the pleasure yesterday of dodging spoilers.
Did we?
I say pleasure.
A pleasure.
I think I said yesterday that my expectations were on the floor, and they still weren't met. No disrespect to the games that were shown, and I do want to play them. Cadence of Hyrule and Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's looking
no
like
one wants to play any of them.
It's looking like a decent JRPG. Don't get me wrong, but
it does. But
was this necessary? I mean, this was clearly a contract obligation of, we paid for airtime in a direct. Always. Do you know what I mean? So yesterday Nintendo hosted a Direct Mini Developers Showcase. Is that what it was called?
Partner Showcase.
Partner Showcase. I beg your pardon. Thank you, Jam. We did a whole reaction for this yesterday. So if you head over to YouTube, getting them comments there. But just quickly, boys. Brief thoughts here.
Rubbish.
Bish.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
It wasn't
waste of time.
If you like I said, if you'd stayed up till like stupid hours to wait for it.
How'd you get up at 6 AM to watch that?
Yeah.
I think it was 10.
8 minutes.
3
8 minutes of complete nonsense, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I agree, Ernest.
I mean, I'll probably play Shin Megami Tensei, but I'm not. It could have been a tweet. Do you know what I mean?
Could have been some trailers on YouTube.
So, put this into perspective. All those games were part of a direct, right? But Paper Mario Origami King was a tweet.
Trailer on YouTube.
A tweet, like in July. Or not July, sorry. August. No.
June.
Or May, I think. I think it was May.
End of May. Because it was soon, wasn't it?
Yeah. However, gentlemen, the best game from that direct was exclusive to the Japanese one.
I saw this.
I was fucking fuming when I watched it.
It looks good.
Yeah, honestly. There are other games they're going to show, like Normal Heroes 3 and things like that. But this game, Sakuna, what's it called? Some Japanese game. Rice and Ruin. Bishop, do you see this, mate? I'll lock a bit of footage up for
it. Looks really good.
For the guys and girls now. Yeah, it looks really cool. Art style looks wicked. Really interesting. I mean, it's actually an RPG. I'm all in on this. Lock it down a bit. This was in the Japanese direct, and the fact that do you know what I mean?
How good that looks.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, looks very interesting. Awesome character designs, excellent art direction.
It's probably because they've not translated it, or it will just be exclusive to Japan.
It is. I think it is. Yeah, it's coming out in Japan in November, I think, but it's a PS4 game as well.
Okay.
So that's a lot forward to.
Some of the animations are a bit loose, but other than that.
Yeah, mate. Well, that game looks clean. If that was in the Direct Mini, I would have made it 100 times better.
Yeah.
Just that one. Well, I'd have been like, oh fuck, I got rid of my YouTube video. Doesn't matter. We'll carry on. And of course, an update on the announced Shin Megami Tensei 3 HD. But that is also coming. That is also coming to PS4. So.
And it's also next year too.
And it's also next year. Yeah, no, that's another thing that pissed me off about this. Nintendo got nothing from now until like whenever until except for Cadence of Hyrule Physical, which comes out in October.
But that's not really a first party
Exactly.
game.
It's kind of, but not really.
Mhm.
And what else?
Paper Mario.
Oh.
Paper Mario's out, mate.
That's out now. But what's
already
the
out.
next big title for it?
Bravely
isn't
Default,
one.
Bravely
What
Default
you
2.
mean-
When's
you
that
mean-
out? Don't
You
know.
mean for Nintendo
No.
Switch, right?
Yeah, sorry.
No one cares about
So-
Bravely Default.
Right,
So
what the fuck?
we talked about this at the end of the mini direct.
Yeah. Yeah,
Basically, we just feel like Nintendo really don't have anything going into the next, into the final quarter of this year.
Or are they just sitting on it?
Yeah, they are certain on it. There
Yeah,
will be an
obviously.
announcement for a game that's released in
Yeah.
September or whatever now, but it'll be.
Or we get a full direct soon. Ish.
I don't know, man. I mean,
By the end of
we get it because we totally understand that. Like we said yesterday, we totally understand with everything that's going on, people working from home, it's slowing down development, etc., etc.
And to be fair, where they make the directs, it's in Asia, it's in Japan, and they are much more strict.
Yeah.
And they get things done better than us. So the lockdown rules and stuff like that be
Yeah.
a lot more restrictive
Uh-huh.
than it would be in the West.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
So,
well,
it's understandable.
oiled machine, mate. Yeah. So let's just do that. But I'm sure we'll see some. We have to, right? See something.
Yeah, we will.
over the next few weeks, even. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Feeling early August, but I'm sure I'm wrong, and I'm sure we'll see.
Nintendo Direct's my favorite, like showcase thing.
Oh yeah, they're the best out of the three big boys.
Yeah.
They're the best ones. But
yeah, I just think it's a bit anemic when you watch them, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
like this. Here's a trailer here. Here's your mini direct. It's like, ugh. And even with Min, we all get excited for Smash characters.
yeah,
The community here is obviously predominantly Rocket League, Smash, Monster Hunter, and stuff like that. And when a Smash character comes out, it's hype. But Min was, yeah.
Min came and went.
I mean, not to say Min's a bad character, but it wasn't. There was no build up to it. We just had the new character's going to be from ARMS.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Although the trailer was cool.
Oh
Yeah, that's what I think, but
and that music, mate. That fucking
I'd rather
music.
them just not said, the next character's from ARMS,
Mm-hmm.
and then just drop that trailer
Bang.
in the next one in the mini direct we had.
Yeah, and there's not many.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's not really many franchises you could do that. And if they come out and said, "Oh, the next character's from Halo," I wonder who it's going to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that it's going to be from Halo. That was just a bad example. But
I know. But...
moving on, gentlemen. Just another one. I'm going to put this in the chat now, and I'll put it in the YouTube comments. There's required reading for you all on Bloomberg, courtesy of Jason Schreier, which goes into the Ubisoft's fucking horrible, pivoting abusers
Conduct.
and protecting abusers. We don't condone that here, obviously. Go and read it. Jason Schreier does amazing work. Say what you want about him. He editorials like this, he's all over, and because he did one about Rockstar, he did one about Naughty Dog, about the crunch and that. So if you get 5 minutes, please have a mooch at this. I'll just give you a quick. There it is. Ubisoft family accused of mishandling sexual misconduct claims. I mean, obviously we don't condone that here. Have you guys been keeping up with this, or have you not really been?
I have not.
No.
Really, no.
It's one of them things that's happened.
Recommended reading, mate.
Yeah, it's just happened a lot that much lately. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I know what you're saying.
I
I know what
agree
you're
with you, but I agree with you, but it is stuff that needs to be said.
It needs to be.
Yeah,
it needs to be in the
it definitely
light,
does.
yeah. So if you can go and read that article and have a mooch, gentlemen. Jeff Keighley.
Who?
We love
that?
Keighley here, mate.
We love it.
Oh, I told you, mate. He's always
Great.
welcome on the show. Always
He is.
welcome. I don't know where I'd put him. I'd probably put him over your face, Jam. That'd be beautiful,
Put him over your face.
mate.
I'll host
He'd
it.
love that, mate.
Speaking of-
Yeah, he did a hands-on video with the PS5 controller. Now, gentlemen, did you see this?
I haven't seen it.
Yes, I'll send you a picture of it. Anyway.
You did, mate. It's definitely a controller. I'll give you that. There he is. Looks bigger than the DualShock 4. There it is. He's doing the size comparison now. What a legend.
It's a chunky monkey.
It
Isn't
is a chunky monkey,
It's a bit
mate.
chunkier, and I'm kind of glad about that.
Yeah, definitely. I think I always felt like the DualShock's always like that.
It just felt a little bony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know.
I you guys would be much more used to the Xbox one, so
Well,
I never,
yeah, I'm a
I
huge
never had
Xbox
the
fan,
comparison. I've never
Yeah.
really had the comparison, but I do like the Xbox.
The
controller.
Xbox One controller, a bit too big. even
I love
for
the
me,
Xbox
and
One
I've got big
controller.
hands.
I do like the Xbox One
You
controller.
mean the Xbox One or the first Xbox? Which one do you mean? The Duke or the...
The Xbox One, the actual, the Xbox One controller, not the.
The
This one.
current console.
Yeah.
I love that controller. I love that controller so much.
A little too big.
Fucking big fingers, mate. You know what I'm saying?
I swear to God, they put. I mean, as much as I probably won't get an Xbox Series X controller, are they gonna have chargeable batteries? Are they gonna have just plug it in and charge it?
They're double A in it.
It can't be.
Yeah, I mean, I was like this when they first said it, I was like, you're fucking taking the piss, 2020, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, if the battery dies in your PS4 controller, you got to get a new controller. If the battery dies in your Xbox One X controller, you just
Well, you can.
Put batteries in.
I see how I mean.
But then it's like, it's a nuisance, isn't it?
But if you're a man like me, I'd just pull the battery out and put a new one in.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
You can
we
put
would be able
big-
to fix it, probably.
yeah.
But
Like
even,
your normal-
even though the temptation to buy a new controller will probably get the better of me. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Anyway, I'm not going to show the rest of this video because it's about 25 minutes long. Just go and watch it. It's on YouTube. But yeah, looks great. Chunky. There's no hint of when it's coming out, though, which was the...
November the 20th this year. You heard it here first. I'm saying it.
You ready? Are you ready?
20th. I'll remember that.
Some big sale.
November 19th, 20th.
I have the MPD sales here, lads, of June. You ready to dive in? You ready?
Go for it.
You ready? Guess what was number one?
Was it Last of Us?
It might have been Last of Us, mate. I thought we've covered this. Last of Us selling shitloads, but we'll cover it again. There we go. June 2020, top selling 20 best selling games. Last of Us at number one. Can you see that? No, you probably can't. Give me 2 seconds.
You can click on it and it enlarges.
That's what she said. There you go. Last of Us 2, number 1, Modern Warfare, number 2. Gentlemen, any surprises here?
All Combat 11 is still doing
Ring Fit Adventure going from 835th to 7th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
We got it back in stock, by the way.
it was sold out big time, wasn't it?
Mhm. Yeah, man. And like I said, the Nintendo Switch is once again the best-selling console. And
Persona 4 is there.
Persona 4 Golden, yeah. This, obviously because of Steam.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, get it back in that top 20. What are you saying? Yeah, the Switch is the best-selling console for the 19th month in a fucking row, lads. Are you buzzing about that?
That's amazing, yeah.
19 months at the top.
It's great to see that Nintendo are doing well.
It's the most accessible console, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's fucking
It's
buzzing,
great.
mate.
It deserves it.
It really does deserve it. I
I'm
completely
surprised
agree.
is that.
I mean, it'd be knocked off his perch November time or December time,
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
that's to be.
but that's given.
Yeah, it's a given, isn't it?
Oh, Renzo, we
Renzo's here.
know. We
Don't think it's
we
not on our
know
doc.
Renzo.
Don't you dare think it's not on our doc, mate. I've not had time to read it all yet, but I'm sure Jam's going to keep me updated on that.
I've got going
And
in.
what we go in now. Yeah, so I just want to update everyone on the sales. Software sales were up 49%, by the way, year on year, to 570 million of the Queen's English dollars. So, so people are buying games, mate.
yeah.
In fact,
Oh,
listen
yeah,
to me.
I mean-
Listen to me. The fact Mario Kart is number 9, right? It's fucking mental.
And when
Because-
someone
yeah,
leaks that it
yeah.
might be a Mario Kart
Yeah.
9, I'm like, not when they're doing this well.
I mean, I'm not convinced it's going to be, but I'll take
Oh, it
it.
won't be.
It's not the Nintendo racing game I'll take, but I'll accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You want Banjo Kazooie
And
Kart.
all these, I think you say like Animal Crossing's number 3, but on this chart, Nintendo doesn't track the eShop sales, so it could well be number 1. Do you know what I mean?
Do they not track the eShop sales?
Not in the MPD charts now.
Yeah, Animal Crossing has smashed that.
Well,
I don't know about Last of Us.
Yeah,
I mean, it's going to be close. I mean, it might take Modern Warfare.
It'll take Modern Warfare.
Might take Modern Warfare,
Definitely would have taken. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
but,
definitely would have taken Modern Warfare for a second.
Because what? Animal Crossing was March, and that was like stuck to the top until Last of Us 2.
Yeah, man. Gentlemen, next story. Renzo, Hugh, we'll get there. We're just biding on time, mate. Crysis on the Switch has been revealed in it's got a trailer on the official Crysis YouTube channel. Have we seen this, gentlemen?
On the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. To be fair, I've opened the wrong thing. Sorry there, lads. That was the wrong window. Might get rid of that one. To be fair, looks a bit. It does look alright.
It looks nice.
Looks way better than I thought it was going
Not
to.
bad, yeah.
Considering the hardware they're working with and the game that it's running, I'm very impressed with. That looks a bit busy, to be fair, on my big screen here. But
question is though, what's remastered about
it? Motion blur.
Yeah, motion blur, lighting, textures.
Just the motion blur.
I'd imagine controls. You probably had to have your Joy-Cons off, maybe. Motion control it.
I believe
it says gyro controls, and it's got sharks.
I believe it was. Yeah, is it shark?
I'm sold. That's
sold. Get it, mate.
Day one.
I have a question though. Have you guys ever played Crysis?
No.
Yes.
I've not played it. I just know it's if your PC can run it, it's gonna be. That's all I know. That's all I know.
It's gonna explode. That's all I remember.
It's a PC benchmark is what Crysis is.
Yes, that was. Yeah, I believe as well. It's the guy. It's Saber Interactive, the guys that did Witcher port. But I can't see it on the screen at the minute, and I can't find it in the trailer, and I could be making that up. So if I'm wrong, I'll take the L. Just let us know in the chat. Jam, you're gonna buy Crysis on Switch, mate? Why?
I don't know. I've just kind of fallen out of love with first-person shooters for I just.
Because you play shit ones, mate.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I've kind of fallen back in love with first-person shooters.
Me and Bish fell over Halo the other night.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's not like that was the era of I suppose the golden era of first-person shooters, and that's just come back
10 years ago.
I mean, yeah, ish like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that. But now, I played with Luke yesterday, Modern Warfare Warzone, but we didn't do the wars. We didn't do the Battle Royale. We did the plunder one, so you die and come back. So there's more playability to it.
Oh yeah,
it was all right. It's just
Warzone's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I just like it's all right.
Again, I prefer Apex, but that's just.
I prefer Apex. Apex is actually
faster. It's got a bit of more fluidity to it. It's just. It's just.
So I've re-downloaded that. But again, I would take multiplayer Titanfall 3 over Apex.
I'll take a Titanfall 3 if you're going to give me a Titanfall 3.
Where are you getting Titanfall 3?
I know we're fucking not.
I've never played a Titanfall game.
You missed out. Bishop, get Titanfall 2. It's excellent.
Yeah. All that crap you buy on Steam, mate. Go and buy Titanfall 2. Do as you're told, mate.
I've got too many first-person shooters right now.
Well, I had to finish downloading it, Renzo.
What are you playing now? Apex. That's if I'm going to play Apex with you.
Yeah, sure.
There's a 0% chance, mate,
I'll be playing Casual Fridays Apex.
Let's go.
I mean, if there's demand for it, I'll do it. But anyway, moving on.
More than a 0% chance now. All right, let's go. What's next?
I have. What else to do this one? It's been confirmed fake, but it's quite a laugh, so we're gonna go with it.
Okay.
You were fuming about this.
I mean, ever since the Rayman Smash League, I've not believed a leak ever for anything ever.
Because people learn how to Photoshop.
Yeah, people learn how to use After Effects and Photoshop, and people are very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Twitter account that appeared called F0JP, which appeared to be affiliated with Nintendo. This comes from the VGC, Andy Robinson, the legend. And when you try, I don't condone trying to sign into Twitter accounts which aren't yours, and I'm sure you pair don't as well.
Absolutely.
This like email address is like a Nintendo, well, quote unquote, a Nintendo email address. It's probably a nintendo.co.jp one, and if you go and look at other email addresses, it's affiliated with those. So the Splatoon Twitter account and so on, it all has this login.
Okay.
Right.
And for this F0JP account, everyone was like, "Do you know what?" And then it started tweeting today that profanity, I'll call it. So it's not affiliated with Nintendo, unfortunately. Which leaves me the question: which dead Nintendo prize would you want to see a comeback? Would you want to see Mother come back? Would you want to see like a new good proper Star Fox game? Would you want to see Kid Icarus get another shot?
I'd love to be fair, I'm with you on it. I'd want to see an F-Zero.
Of course you would, mate.
Because I wouldn't mind having a Star Fox Adventures 2.
Oh, mate.
That'd be great.
You know, people don't like that.
It's a great game.
People like
Mario Sunshine. Let's go.
No.
Yes, 100%.
No.
But the Mario franchise will never die if Nintendo's around.
Yeah.
This is something that we haven't seen in years.
Bish, do you have any preferences for a dead Nintendo franchise, or are you?
That's it.
Metroid.
Yeah.
Oh, we know we're getting Metroid.
We're getting
4.
Metroid 4, Metroid Prime 4, Metroid. Apparently, there's a 2D one. We'll see. And that's just got it. Now, Bishop, I've got one here for you, mate. Have you seen this trailer I'm about to show? Have you seen it on the dock?
I don't know if I did.
It's called Gamer Girl. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
It's ruffled a few feathers, mate. Right, what it is.
Briefly rush through it.
Yeah, what it is a FMV game, which you sort of, I believe you are this girl's mod for a stream. And by the way, this girl co-wrote this, by the way, apparently.
Okay.
And you're a moderator, and you help her deal with a stalker.
This is so wrong. This game is just wrong.
I'm not gonna. I won't show too much of this. I just, you sort of like FMV game. There's choices, and you know, it's like a pick your own adventure kind of real thing. If you ever played that, like, is it Night Trap, that FMV game, which was out years ago? Yeah, I get what this game's trying to do. Just trying to raise awareness of weirdos on the internet.
Okay.
But it also does the opposite.
It's sort of catch-22, so it does the opposite.
You can encourage it.
Yeah, it encourages weird behaviour, which...
And it kind of like tarnishes girl gamers with a bad kind of brush kind of thing. You know what I mean? You don't really deserve that.
I know what you're saying.
This is very weird.
I can't see a lot of them agreeing with it.
It got pulled from the PlayStation YouTube channel.
I can imagine it.
Yeah, people weren't impressed with it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I get what they're trying to do.
I understand it.
But it's going to come across. It can come across two ways.
But the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people always focus on the negative more than the positive.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's why the news is always full of negative shite.
Because it ruffles feathers, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Any interest in that game at all?
Not at all.
No.
No.
That is a game G-Man will play. You're right. Moving on. I'm going to save the next one. I'm going to save that till the last, because I think we're going to get
That's what's going on.
We're probably going to get a good 10 or 15 minutes out of you for that one, Jam. So we'll move on quickly. Bishop, I've got another one for you here, mate.
Okay.
Well, next two for you, actually, bud. Yarn Town, which is I don't know what to call it. An indie game, I think, is probably the best word, but it's not. I don't think it's being released. It's on itch.io, to be fair. itch.io, to be fair. Can you buy this game? I didn't even check if you could buy this game. Sorry, Bish, 2 secs. Yarn Town. You can install it on itch.io for free. Okay, we're playing this for Casual Friday, by the way. It is a Bloodborne game, top-down, Zelda-like. Have you seen this, Bishop?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. It looks interesting.
Yeah, Yarn Town is Bloodborne remade in classic style, classic Zelda style. Sorry, VG247 brings us this. I have no idea.
It's the closest you're going to get to Bloodborne on PC for a while.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. Look at that.
It does look cool.
I mean, it's not dark enough. It's not dark and gritty enough for me. It's just. I think the artwork needs a bit more work, but I mean, it's a cool idea. I'm all over it.
It is a cool idea.
But it's a 20-minute video here if you want to check this out. I mean, yeah, I can see myself playing this, to be fair. And Bloodborne, like I said a million times on the show, is my favourite quote-unquote Souls-like game. So I'm all over that, mate. That was just a quick one there. We can sort that out for you, Bishop. Next one. You're buzzing. Are you buzzing?
Of course I'm buzzing.
We're bringing the big hitters now. There is a new Master Chief render, Bishop.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, this comes from Rebellion on Twitter. Now, Bishop, how does this render? How's that rub you, mate?
Mate.
It looks exactly the same.
No, it doesn't.
What's different?
Go back and check the other renders. Gorgeous. That is.
Everyone's just pointed out he's got a big crotch.
What, he's got a big crotch? Master Chief.
Scroll down.
No.
Scroll down on that page.
The first one. Yeah.
There you go. Boom.
All the spawns.
That just means he's excited for the render. That's what that means. 2 days, guys. 2 days.
2 days.
I really hope they show Forge. I really hope they show some Forge as well as the campaign.
They're going to show you what DVDs you can play.
They will.
Can you imagine?
Steven Spielberg's going to come out and be like, "Oh, we're going to show lads."
If Xbox started off like just trying to bait the crowd and have a bit of a laugh, like, "Oh, let's go with the entertainment," I'd love it. It'd be so good.
I don't think they got the cojones to do it, but
I'd respect that. It'd be funny.
And the last one before Jam talks her head off about a certain story, which we won't go into just yet. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking that Microsoft were going to show demos over the Xbox Live?
Okay.
Do you not remember?
Oh yeah.
We said this.
The demo fest.
Yeah. Well, the demos have been listed. Comes from the horse's mouth, Jessica Ronell over at Xbox.com. 70 game demos. I'm not going to list them all. Don't you worry, all little lad.
I want you to list them all.
I'm not going to list them all. 15 newly announced games have been showcased here. Doesn't seem to be any pre-existing hype around. Well, I say hype. I'm sure they're all very, very well made, good games.
Destroy All Humans.
Not newly announced your GIMP. But yeah, we'll go down the demos. Lads, have you had a look down this list?
Yeah,
I actually haven't.
I am now.
Destroy All Humans is there. Where are we now? I mean, I'll take a demo. Do you know what I mean? I'll take a demo all day.
It's really good to see so many.
Yeah, man. This is a good move.
This is a great move.
Bring back friendly.
Demos.
Yeah.
Bring back demos and CDs inside magazines.
That ain't happening. That is not happening.
I know it's not.
But I'd be all over it.
But it'd just be cool.
Man.
The nostalgia stuff, man. I just love it.
There's not. Apart from Skatebird, that's quite funny. This is the Tony Hawk Bird game. If you've seen that.
Oh yeah.
That was in a Nintendo Direct, I think. The mini, I think, which was earlier. I mean, no disrespect to these games, but there's not a lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah.
But I'll take a demo all day. I'll take a demo.
That's the whole idea of this, I suppose, isn't it? It's just, they're not meant to be heavy hitters. They're stuff that maybe you want to just give a go and have a try, and that's what a demo's for, isn't it? I suppose. So.
Oh yeah.
Getting a demo for some indie stuff is really, really decent. That's a great idea. So yeah, I like it.
Anything to add before we move on to some small stories?
There's a lot of games there I won't play.
That sums it up quite well, I think.
I can imagine that's probably about right.
There's literally one game there that stands out to me.
Destroy All Humans.
Destroy All Humans.
Buzzing.
That's only because I played it before and I like it, not to degrade any of the other games.
Oh yeah, I mean
because there's at least some gems in there, probably.
Although I don't know why you need a demo for Destroy All Humans.
See how it holds up. I don't know. I mean, see how it holds up. I think.
Well, not really.
I'd be interested.
About 500 years old.
I mean, the only reason why you'd want a demo really is if you'd never played Destroy All Humans before and you were interested.
Not necessarily. I've played it before. There's two, isn't there?
Well, and you'd still download the demo.
I still download the demo to make sure do I want to buy it?
So it runs alright and the things like that. I guarantee though, I probably won't play a lot of these games, but I'll definitely have a look at the demos and see if anything catches my eye.
It's cool as hell. That.
Download it that way.
Maybe even do that for a direct at one point. That'd be quite nice. Just buy it, just download and play a few demos.
You're in a casual Friday.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Jam.
Yeah.
Now, I've wondered about this for a while. This next story, Jam. I'm not going to say I've seen it coming, but
it's been willed into existence. It's been willed into existence.
It's been on the horizon, I'd say, for a while now.
As soon as Epic Games got hold of
as soon as they started bringing the passes and all the shit in and the storefront and all that crap, I was like, do you know what? They might because Rocket League's made its money now, hasn't it?
Yep,
made its money. You sat there,
and it's going to make even more now.
You sat there in a jacket. Which I'm sure
you paid for.
But I paid for that jacket, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm such a nice guy. Jam.
Yes.
Your baby's going free to play this summer. Rocket League will be free to play in the summer 2020. I have an article here
August
from
31st. It doesn't
League.
say, but I'm telling you, it's all end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah, I have it here, rocketleague.com, from the horse's mouth. Jam, you have the article up as well. Do you want to talk us through this, mate? What's going down?
So, basically, everyone willed this into existence, but everyone kind of knew it was coming. Everyone had the Epic Games have done it with Fortnite. It was free immediately, apart from the PvE. So, yeah, and that's how they make their money, microtransactions and things like that. But Rocket League's been, we're 5 years into Rocket League now. Why not turn it free with 5? Why not turn it free to play? And then you've got you can have hundreds of thousands of new people that've never played it before, who've never bought it. Just try it out and see if they got hooked on it. I mean, it's easy enough game to play. It's just a hard game to master. But now the big thing is for people that started off like myself and G and Hugh, if he ever joins over, crosses over to PC, is we moved from console to PC, but we weren't allowed to take our inventory or anything across. But now they've not said we can yet in so many words. That's not been there. But that's on the tip of everyone's tongue. Like, can we trade cross-platform?
Right.
Now, Rocket League is going cross-progression. So your Rocket League account will be affiliated with your Rocket League ID.
Oh.
But not necessarily. So I'm thinking, if this is not been said, if it's affiliated with your Rocket League ID, it's not affiliated with the platform you play it on, because they've gone away with, or they've not done away with that. You have your cross progression, which means I can use my PlayStation account on my PC. It doesn't mean I can trade my PlayStation stuff to my PC account.
Yeah, it just means that you can.
But if everything is affiliated with the Rocket League ID, I'm trading Rocket League ID to Rocket League ID, and it has no matter of what platform it comes from. So does
maybe they're just getting ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a foundation to do it, but if it's Rocket League to ID to Rocket League ID rather than platform to platform, then it renders the cross-platform trading.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Useless. Don't need it because it's just an ID trade. So essentially, I could put my PlayStation on, put my PC on, and then trade from my PlayStation to my PC and vice versa, because it would be affiliated with Epic Games.
Yeah, realistically, you're doing it like how games like Gears do it, wouldn't you? So it's just you've got one account.
Yeah, if I can merge accounts, great, but then I don't think that'll happen.
That's the dream, right? Merging accounts.
That'd be the dream.
That's the pipe dream.
But like the stats and stuff that build up on one account or the other, I don't know how you do it. Unless they say, do you want to take your stats from this account and then, or do you want to merge the stats? That'd be great.
I think they'll just take. I think if they do the merge, I think the stats will just be which account do you want to merge to, and the stats will probably say the same, but you'll get all your shits, like all your skins and all that crap on one.
Yeah.
Which is the dream.
If they merge everything completely, like my, I don't know, few thousand games in PC to my 12,000 games on PlayStation, all that stuff, I think that'll get messy.
Yeah, I think that's an accident waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, unless it's gradually do it, maybe.
I can appreciate how hard it must be for them to actually do this and actually find a way around this. Because obviously you're talking cross-platform, you're talking different consoles from different companies with different laws with each of the consoles. So I can understand why something like this would be quite tricky to. But
that's the thing. It's like Fortnite. You can pick up your account on anything
on my phone and go into my PC, then do this and that, whatever. Yeah.
So that's the dream. It renders the cross-platform nothing. It's basically like a hardware-based cloud gaming, and it sounds really stupid, if you know what I mean. You can pick up anywhere your account, but you need the machine to do it.
Xbox game, whatever it is, I can't remember what it's called. Play anywhere.
Oh, Renzo says it won't be available on Steam anymore unless you really have it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So you have to get it free to play from the Epic Games Store, because you'd have to buy it from Steam. Need to announce people to set passwords to their Rocket ID accounts. Yeah, that's true, actually. Or they're just the Epic Game account. If people get Epic Game account, it'll be definitely tied to that as well. Renzo.
Probably, yeah.
But I mean, what I say is what I want and what I hope and what everybody hopes that have come from console to PC. Now, at the moment, you can't trade your little titles you get.
Right.
And they're dropping your like a legacy title. So I've been playing on PC. I first played in 2017 on my Mac. So
I was going to say
on my Steam account, I'll get a established 2017.
All right.
My PS4 will get established 2015. So can't trade them. I don't know if they'll bring that in or not. I don't know. If you merge accounts, maybe, but I don't think
the first one on it from when the account was.
Yeah.
When you first started playing.
It'd be on the account.
Not bridges to cross here, John, but I think like Cynex are not stupid, are they? Like
no.
they see what people want. They look like they're a company which is monitoring what the players want and need.
Their player bases.
Which was good to see. Like I said, they've made their money. Don't give a fuck.
One thing they are doing is, so like, from, let's say you've got like OG items in your inbox, they're making them legacy quality. So
explain to me like on 5 what that is.
The items you got previous to the free upgrade.
Oh right, yeah.
Rocket League going free. And there are some items in Rocket League you can't trade.
I've just seen it, yeah.
Like, if you've got it from like the special events, you can't trade some of them.
Right.
I'm just like thinking, like, if they turn, let's say, one of our high end items in our inventory to legacy, are they going to lock it behind the trade wall and say you can't trade it?
Probably.
I'd be annoyed at that. I can't see them doing it. I don't know what. And I think you get new trade up. So the shit that we can't trade up now, they'll trade up into something. Fingers crossed.
Fuming.
Because there's a lot of things to trade up on each account, by the way.
I barely play Rocket League, and I've got 200 odd items. 200 blueprints, and probably about 200 odd items.
And then on top of that, they're giving away some free items as well.
Also, I'm all over it, mate.
Things like that.
Great. Is this the move in the right direction, Jam? Is this a step to what you want? Like a seamless world of Rocket League nonsense.
See, Rocket League is a 5-year-old game, and my question is, like, how long has it got left? Like, in its prime. I think Rocket League's. I think it's had its prime.
You reckon?
I think it's had its prime. Like, I mean, I could say this year's been a bit of a drought for it, but like with the championships and stuff. But we've all been hit by coronavirus and things like that. Evo suffered and things like that.
Yeah.
But obviously, Evo suffered for other reasons as well. So fuck that.
Yeah.
I went to like RSCS finals last year. It was so good.
You buzzing off it, mate.
I fucking loved it, and I would like for RLCS 10, which has been announced, is going to be a year long this time. So they will do a physical world finals, but it won't be till like for another year, rather than once every 6 months or whatever it is. So all this can die down, and then hopefully we can get back into going to finals and LAN matches and things like that. But I think this might breathe new life into the game, and maybe we get like a second spike of it being. Yeah,
I think that's why they're doing popular. It, aren't they?
But then again, like they can. I don't think they need to. They've got enough money for a sequel.
Do you think?
And we're 5 years in. I think they do.
I have a question.
What?
Are they just going to build onto this one, or are they going to make Rocket League 2/3?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know what. It sounds stupid. The game's obviously not perfect and things like that, but I don't know what they can improve on mechanics wise. Like, gameplay is great. That's why I like it.
It's some of the best driving in games in an Unreal Engine game. Do you know what I mean? Some of the best car.
The physics are great.
Yeah.
And the mechanics and the controls are great. But like, what else can you add to that other than manipulate the physics? Like G said, like, oh, they should bring in like ball curve.
I don't want ball curve.
I don't want ball curve.
There's a mod, isn't there?
You can. Have you seen it? You can do it. It's not not pleasant.
And Heat Seeker's all weird.
Heat Seeker's terrible.
I love Heat Seeker.
I know it's popular, but I didn't like Heat Seeker.
Why?
Just rubbish.
I had to carry you. That's why.
That's true. Yeah, everyone carried me.
That's true.
I didn't like just sitting there and go bang bang. I just wanted to drive out,
play the game. Yeah.
Yeah, and play the games exactly. But they're the beach ball mode for a bit.
Sick. That was bad, mate.
That had curve on it.
One of the reasons why it's so, like, the replayability on it is so high. It's just because it's so well built. Just this free versus free, standard kind of, football game. It just works. It just works perfectly.
Yeah. It's crazy how much it's evolved. It sounds weird. There's a video on the internet. Sunless Khan did it. He went back and played the first ever version of Rocket League. Rocket League 1.0, and it is weird. There's no flip resets, no nothing like that. Like the ball cam.
Your
your camera shake. every time you hit the ball or you go to supersonic mode, the camera's like right up against your car. It's just strange.
Yeah. I'll tell you how little I play Rocket League. When we did our Rocket League tournament thing, Grant shouted at me for having ball shake on. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah.
And I've turned it off and I've no idea what he's talking about.
You still don't know.
No idea. I imagine if you put it back on, I'd probably go, oof, I don't know about that. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Jamie, anything else to add, mate? On
No, I'm just willing that cross trading into existence.
Cross trading. So,
but you know what I mean.
I have a question.
What?
One or the other. Don't give me it. Well, I want a definitive answer here, Jam. Hey, Luke, you're right, mate. Rocket League 2 or carrying on shoveling shit into this one?
Carry on shoveling shit into this
I thought you'd say that, to be fair.
Yeah,
do you agree? Yeah, I think I do as well, to be fair.
I think, again, this is so ingrained in people. Where with the second one coming out, I think people that play it religiously like, what else can they do?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand progression systems and rewards that needs addressing, which is, I imagine they're going to do that now.
Yeah, they're going to do this now, aren't they?
But mechanics and gameplay, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All game modes.
Oh, that's the thing.
It
doesn't need to be changed. That's the thing. It doesn't need to be changed. So if you did make a Rocket League 2, then it would have to just be more of the same.
Yes, you're right.
Just like a graphical improvement.
Even the graphics are fine.
I mean,
exactly.
I don't like using the P word, but it is the perfect game. You can just jump on, have a few games and fucking leave it, or you can sit on it for hours and hours and hours and practice and try and get yourself into RLCS. There's literally from that. It's just, I mean, you can add what are them things called? The fucking spikes and the fist and the
rumble.
That's that you can do all that shit in party mode, and you can change the arena.
It's like what Overwatch are doing with Overwatch 2. Like, to me personally, there's no need for an Overwatch 2.
Yeah,
it's exactly
a prime example,
the same game. There's no need for it.
Fucks me off. Sorry to cut in, Bish. Overwatch 2 players can play with Overwatch 1 players. That's fucking weird, and it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be allowed.
Why is that? Well,
they're not making a second one, are they? They're just merging.
Them
it's called Overwatch 2.
I like it because it allows.
Isn't it a first player game? Single player game, which is Overwatch 2.
There's a single player mode in it, yeah. But in the multiplayer, 1 and 2 can play together, and that's weird.
That makes no sense. I mean, like
you can tell it's all just like a rehash for graphics, and it's just, and I mean that's fine.
It's a rehash for money.
If you're playing, of
course.
If you're someone who really likes Overwatch, then Overwatch 2 is definitely for you because it's just something that you're naturally going to progress to. If you want the extra gameplay for the campaign and all that kind of stuff, and that's great. But
I can imagine an Overwatch enthusiast as much as I play Rocket League and we play Rocket League. They don't need an Overwatch 2.
I mean, the fact of it is that we're saying this, but if you saw Rocket League 2, you would immediately be like,
I'd be buzzing.
Oh yeah, I'd be buzzing for it.
You're a hardcore fan.
Because I'd be like, what can they do? I'd be interested. Interested.
Yeah, but from an outside perspective, someone who doesn't really play Overwatch as much as I should do, it doesn't make any sense. Overwatch 2 just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It'd be the same for a second Rocket League.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen to Rocket League 2. Yeah.
Eventually, if it dies out, another 5 years, then give it some life and make a sequel.
Yes,
It's like Siege 2 as well. It's like, would you take a Siege 2 as well? Not really, because
you don't need to. That's 5-6 years in now.
Yeah, you've got all this stuff here, and I can't.
But there's a documentary on YouTube about Rocket League. There is. Have you seen it?
Oh, is it No Clip that did it?
I can't remember.
And the Irish guy, I can't remember. Andy no.
I can't remember. I've not seen it. I saw it when it first came out.
It's No Clip, I think you're on about.
And it's basically Psyonix who made super acrobatic rocket power battle cars. Let's make a new game. And their new game was never going to be Rocket League or super acrobatic rocket power battle cars 2. It was never. They did so many tests of racing games and they eventually just circled back and did Rocket League. And
Danny O'Dwyer and No Clip, I think, is the one. Is that one you mean?
Probably is. But then,
if I find it, I'll put it in the YouTube description, or I'll try and put it in the chat.
It's like Final Fantasy. Is it 14, the online one? For instance, that's been successful now for such a long time, and they keep on adding DLCs for it because it's just one of those games that everyone seems to be going back to.
I'm dying to play that game, Bishop.
It's great,
because
the way. Go and buy
listen
it.
to
It's
me now.
great.
You listen. Jam's gonna nod his head in a minute as to why I'm dying to play this game. Right?
What game?
Final Fantasy 14 online.
All right, yeah.
There is Kefka is a boss in one of the DLCs, right? Which is the bad guy for my favorite Final Fantasy game. And there is
you'll actually love it because you're way into the Final Fantasy stuff, aren't you?
I mean, I like the good ones.
You like the good ones?
So 10.
No, hang on,
9.
I like the ones I like. Like Star Wars, I like the ones I like, and the rest is shit. Not shit, but
not necessarily a fan of the franchise, but fan of the game.
I'm fan of the ones I like, I'd say, and I'm up-ish on my lore, and so yeah, there's Kefka's in it, and there's a lot of crap in it, and there's a Nier Automata DLC which I want to play, but I don't know. I'm unsure of how to just. I just want to play that and leave. I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to get lost in it if I do that.
You will. The game's massive.
Yeah.
And it's one of those games you have to have friends that play it in order to really get into it. Or you just have to go online and start talking to random people and hope that you get somewhere with them. It's one of those games. But the game is fantastic.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
Really good fun.
I mean,
super addictive.
I played when it rebranded to Realm Reborn from the shit one. Because they made it first, it was just tanked in it, and they had to remake it again. I played the alpha or the beta, and I had a good time. I was on my own night, but I had a good time. But yeah, Bishop, anything to add, mate? On the old
not really.
League?
I'm glad that Rocket League are moving forward. I hope that what they do pleases their fan base, and I hope that it continues to be profitable for the foreseeable future. I really do.
Yeah. Jam, anything to add before we move on to?
I've had my say.
You had your say. It's been a beautiful say, sir. Bishop, I've just seen. Have you added this today? This unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I added that just before we started.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
You do yours first.
Okay, I think we're gonna get a bit of mileage out of your one. Mine, I'm just gonna lay down some truths, mate. Unpopular opinion time. Jam, do you have one today, or are you chilling?
I do not.
I can tell your unpopular opinion.
What?
You like fucking rubbish games, mate?
No. You wait till you see my hidden gem, and you know I love proper games.
Okay, I'm gonna. Right, my unpopular opinion is gonna be you're gonna tell me to shut up and go away, and I wouldn't blame you because I'm probably one of the biggest fans of this franchise. You know, anybody in this chat,
it's a Gears thing
on the YouTube comments anywhere, on Twitch, on Twitter. One of the big boys now, gentlemen. My unpopular opinion is Gears of War does not get enough credit for the influence it had on the industry. And I'm going to tell you why. Before Gears of War came along, the third-person shooter was janky as fuck. The only one that really made sense was Resident Evil 4. And you could argue, yes, Gears of War was very inspired by that over-the-top, slightly to the side camera angle, which Resident Evil 4... Yeah, so it has. And it changed everything. Not everything, but third-person shooters. It's all... Like, Gears of War feels great to play, to fucking shoot things. The Nash is great, but yeah, that third person, just the angle of just the character in the corner instead of in the middle. It's the slightest touch that changed the perspective.
It's really good. It's really good. I do prefer it as well.
It influenced so many games, so many, and I'm blanking now. I was going to name loads, but I can't.
Crackdown.
Yeah, Mass Effect. That's obviously, and obviously the active reload doesn't get enough credit because it's just
I do like the active reload.
Yeah, you have to time.
That's a mini game within a massive.
Yeah, but it's a mini game with Bishop.
What's active reload?
Active reload. You know, if you ever played Alien Nation, it's in that.
Oh, is it like your cooldown
when you reload and there's like a little slit in the thing, so the thing comes up.
And you hit it, it reloads.
You hit it again, and it reloads. And you get more damage.
and you get
Yeah, quite a lot of games pinched that as well, and obviously the big one, quite a lot of games pinched was Horde mode. Now Horde mode started, I believe. Chat, give me that L. YouTube comments, give me that L. I'll take it all
Call
day.
of Duty Zombies.
I'm not sure, but Horde mode. I mean, it's cutting it in it, but Horde mode was one of the first Horde modes, and it's so the influence had on like I want to say Zombies was first, but I can't remember. 2006.
I'm pretty sure that
2007, 8.
World of War Zombies was first.
Well, Zombies first. But
Gears of War was 2006, and then Modern Warfare.
2008.
The first Zombies was World at War,
which was 2007.
No, 2007 was Modern Warfare.
Right.
Then we got World at War 2008. Yeah, it would have been
so they're about the same year. So it's about the same time. Obviously, there are other games that did Horde mode, but Gears of War Horde mode was I spent hours. Like hours. It takes 50 Horde mode takes about 2.5 hours.
It's amazing, actually.
And it's just
when I played the Horde mode.
Few friends, PvE, get in, come on, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I do like that.
Like the influence it had on the industry as a whole is undermined and not appreciated enough. I'm going to say, but I'm biased because I love Gears of War.
To be fair, on the back of that, I have an unpopular opinion related to that, but I still don't like the game. Fortnite PvE is better than PvP.
I've not played PvE.
I agree.
I'll have to take your word on that one, lads. I've not played it.
I played it for like 10 minutes, or maybe a few days, but it was just better.
It's just better in every way. But it's funny, Jack, because I always I always say bad things about Gears to you on purpose.
It's a running joke to take the piss out of Gears for me. But
I do actually like Gears, and I'm glad that it's still sticking around and all that kind of stuff. And
don't be started.
It's a big part of the community of the Xbox.
I mean, I'll do a casual report of Gears of War special, and I'll fucking sit here for hours, mate.
For hours of talking.
I'll just fucking be sat here.
Me and Jam are fucked off at this point. We've gone.
Yeah, I'll just cut you out of it. Just put me on the screen like fuck.
Just screenshot us with faces like.
Just put your pictures up. But there's many issues with Gears of War, but that I don't think gets enough credit.
I agree. No, I agree.
Bishop, mate, you're up.
All right. Okay. So my unpopular opinion for today is, I feel like we as consumers, as people who buy games, are too harsh to our developers.
100%. You mean in general, right? You mean not just like us three?
Not
as like a whole of people. Yeah.
I mean, as a whole community. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I kind of mean us as well. Because
and
I'm gonna apologize here on the stream on our behalf here, because in actual point we do it every week. We're always judging.
We sit here whinging every week.
We whinge sometimes about twice. All of the different types of things that are going on in the community and stuff
we do it in goodwill, though, Bishop.
And you know what?
We do it for the likes.
We do it because it's fun and because we enjoy talking about these things.
Oh yeah, we're all over it, mate.
Springs conversation, all that kind of stuff. But in actual fact, let's face it, being a developer must be really hard in the day and age that we live right now. Especially when it comes to coronavirus and everything that's going on at the moment. Imagine being in that situation. You know, obviously, you're going to have a lot of people, but there's still. I imagine how much pressure there is for those individuals making. Animations, making music, making artwork and all this kind of stuff for these games. It must be a very taxing thing, and for those developers to be essentially put down for the game that they made. After all of that effort, after years and years and years, we're talking 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 years, some games. Imagine if, I mean, it's not going to happen, but imagine if Cyberpunk gets so badly put down after all of the time and effort they put into that game. 2012, by the way.
That was when it was announced, so you imagine 2011.
Well, we've had it recently with Naughty Dog, and a few of their casts have had death threats and things like that.
Imagine giving Laura Bailey death threats because her character may or may not have done something in the game, which I won't spoil here.
Ashley Johnson as well.
Yeah, imagine sending a death threat to Ashley Johnson, who's lovely and wonderful and a beautiful human being. I can't imagine it. Like, fuck's that.
For their work, just because you don't like it.
it probably is the vocal minority, Bishop. It was in like a vacuum, and because it's Twitter and it's a vacuum, and it's like the same couple of 100 dickheads who are just like.
But like I say, people pick out the negative more than the positive.
Yes.
So that'll get focused on a lot more.
And people expect too much as well, I think, Bishop, to piggyback onto yours. I think that's the big one. We're living in a world now where we've got so many developers doing so many different things. Hey, Chef, you're right, mate.
You've kind of got that. You're in that situation where people just expect so much of your games now.
Oh yeah.
And if you're not up to the par by even the slightest bit, you just get
lambasted, mate.
Straight in the back, mate. Straight in the back.
It's
cares
not all bad.
No.
It's terrible that the way people do it and put people down. It shouldn't be done. Even if the game's like just outright terrible, they've made an effort. They've made a conscious effort to do something.
At least they've tried to do something.
Fair enough. Let the reviews talk for themselves, kind of thing. There's no need to put someone down or send them death threats and things like that. But on the flip side of it, it puts them in their place when things like EA come out with, all right, you've got to buy your way through this game. Or then you get the developers, like you've got Rocket Psyonix. They listen. They literally have active employees on Reddit listening and talking to the players and the community, and then they feed that back, and eventually it comes into fruition. They put it in the game.
Mate.
So, I suppose that's taking ideas and stuff, but they would have criticism and stuff like that. But it bloody stopped. The uproar stopped EA being shithouses.
The most disliked comment in Reddit history, and then it was like, oh, pull the plug, turn around. And I'm sure a Bollocken from Disney. Jam, I'm sure you do that, by the way. Weigh yourself
all the time. All the time.
Lose about £50, mate. But I know what you're saying. The executives who are money hungry and don't give a fuck about the developers can go fuck themselves. That's all I'm going to say. It's the developers that, on the bottom line, doing God's work.
We could probably talk about this all day. It's just it's an unpopular opinion of mine that kind of.
Oh, Bishop, I'm with you, mate.
I had in my head, and honestly, I do feel like not only us three here in the Kaz Report, but as a whole, as a community, as a gaming community, I feel like we don't give developers enough credit where credit's due. Because
I agree.
Honestly, there's just too much negativity in the world as it is. Let's just go say
play some games, have a good time, mate.
I agree.
Go say thank you to some of some of the developers out there, because let's face it, they work hard for it, for this kind of stuff. So
case in point for me, and I know Hugh as well, and I don't know, you two guys might agree. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
One of the most boring games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
Did not like it.
I'm not playing that game.
Couldn't get into it. I was like, ugh. But for a fact, I know hands down it's one of the best games ever made, and I agree with it. It won enough awards for countless subjects, and stuff. But it's just
very
subjective.
Well made as
it's a great game. I just don't like it.
That's fine, Jam. You know what I mean?
Very good.
Yeah, I just don't like it. But I'm not going to go to the developers and start complaining at them that I don't like their game. That's not their problem. That's my problem.
Yeah.
That's your opinion, exactly.
That's your opinion, and nobody cares. No, I'm joking. But it's like as a creator, if you will. If someone, like for example, if someone on Twitter was shouting at us, going, "Oh, you're so shit, you're full of crap," we'd be like, "What's your problem?" But I think we'd appreciate it more. Yeah, I think we'd appreciate it more if you constructive criticism.
Yeah,
if you don't like it, fine. But if you're gonna talk shit, just be constructive about it.
Actually be constructive.
Yeah, exactly. That's how Casual Fridays was born.
It is ish.
It was, yeah. Renzo and Hugh and that kind of put the idea in, didn't they? And
birthed it. Yeah. Balls in, mate. Gentlemen, anything else to add to Bishop's juicy one there before we go into the Forgotten Gem?
I think that was one of the best unpopular opinions that we've had.
Bishop, I appreciate that very much, mate. But now, Jam.
Yeah.
It is time, good sir, for a Forgotten Gem. Now, what are we doing now? What are we doing today, lad?
Going back to the days of the PS2.
PS2. Give me a clue.
But many, many hours on this game.
It's probably rubbish then.
And I think me and you, Jack, share a good love for it.
It's probably tremendous then.
It's one of the best games I've played on the PlayStation 2. One of the most hours I've put into the game was on the PlayStation 2.
How was it 10?
It's like it's the bouncer for PS2. I'm joking. It's Guitar Man because we haven't had it up yet.
I want to smash your face in there, Jam.
Guitar Man, we've spoke about it so many times, and there's only been one iteration of the game.
It's on PSP, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, that was a port.
It's a port, yeah. I was going to say.
So okay, yeah, 2 iterations of the game. It had 2 extra songs on the PSP. But Guitar Man, best game on the PlayStation 2 for me. One of my favorite games of all time. I played it the other day, and I'm still sick at it, by the way. But
getting big scores, mate.
We've spoke about it so many times. I thought it deserves to have a forgotten gem, to be a forgotten gem. Sorry,
to have the highlight, yeah, definitely.
And it's not just that; the gameplay is pretty good, and the gameplay is so simple. But again, you go back to it time and time again because the music's great.
Yep.
And then you start that. Then the graphics are great as well. They're intentionally not to say they're not trying with the graphics.
There's an art style to it.
There is an art style to it and things like that. But then once you finish the game, there's like 12 songs. And you're like, oh, I'll finish the game on normal mode. It's like, yeah, okay, here's master mode now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like I really missed out
on this.
It's such a good game. But I've completed it on master mode. And most of my scores are A's and S's. Buzzing.
It's one of them, bring back Guitar Man, #, let's go.
I'd bring back. Do you know what? They don't need to remake Guitar Man.
That's what I say about F-Zero.
Give it to me.
I'll take F-Zero GX, just a straight copy and paste on the Switch.
But I don't think is it Koei doesn't exist anymore on their own, do I? Koei.
Yeah, it's Koei Tecmo, isn't it?
Yeah. Also by THQ, by the way.
Before they were living in Nordic land.
When they were making WWF games.
Fucking hell. Oh, Bishop, do you have any history with this game?
No, none at all. Unfortunately,
no,
like I said,
it's good.
The
it's
thing
good,
that I generally feel like I missed out on because it does look good.
Like Jam said, it's very simple. It's very you can just sit there all day, or like Rocket League, you can sit there 5 minutes or sit there all day.
Yeah.
Check it out if you haven't already. I don't think it's anywhere else. I think you can only play a hard copy PS2 and PSP or Vita. Which one was it, John?
PSP. UMD disc.
Oh, was it?
I don't think there's a digital version that exists. Because if there was, I'd own it.
River game.
Obviously, you can probably you can ROM it, but still.
Yeah, you can the E word.
E-word it, but
Guitar Man 1, which is 2 seconds. I'm doing a bit of live research for you now. Guitar Man 1 is a budget trial version of the game. Demo. This is a demo. No, Guitar Man Lives.
That's the PSP one.
Known in Japan as Guitar Man Live is the PlayStation Portable game with local ad hoc multiplayer. And I don't believe.
Oh yeah, there was a 2-player one. Yeah. Oh, that's 2-player.
Yeah. Jam, you're right.
That's
hashtag bring back Guitar Man, mate. Let's go.
Or Gem, if there ever was one.
Before we move on,
yeah. What's up, Bish?
I have a kind of right. So I went back and played my last forgotten gem, the one that we did last
you're saying this the other day.
What was it? Mashed.
So we were talking. We were talking about Mashed last week. It was my forgotten gem for last week, and it turned out that it was on Steam. I think it was. I can't remember who actually pointed it out to us.
Me, I think. I think we live did it when we did it on the show. I think.
Yeah.
I found it on Steam when I was looking for when it come out and when you can buy it.
Correct.
I think
that's correct.
$4 was it? £4?
It was £4, yeah. £4 on Steam, and I went back and played it. Oh my god!
Oh, the rose-tinted glasses, mate. Let's do it.
It's not aged well. It's really not aged well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still love it. I still love it to pieces. It's still great. But I think that's kind of the whole fun of Forgotten Gems, I suppose, isn't it? It's like it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. Like it's about what's memorable to us.
Exactly.
And a Forgotten Gem is something that's just something that genuinely we were excited about at some point in the past, but maybe not so much now.
Rose tinted glasses, mate, all day.
But yeah, no, it was a bit rough around the edges for me. The biggest thing for me was playing the Xbox 360 controller. The controls just felt so they just didn't feel
sluggish.
Hasn't aged well.
Yeah,
I know
it
what
felt
you mean,
sluggish. It
mate.
just didn't
I know
seem
what you're
to
saying. I know
play
what you're
properly.
saying.
So if you do go out and buy MASH,
That's the
then
beauty of the Forgotten Gem, though, isn't it? To go back and say, "Oh, actually, this game hasn't aged well." It's not. It's absolute trash. Which is
it's cool though. It's really cool. And I suppose
If you played it on CRT TV, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose that's what
If
the
you got-
casual Fridays are for,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know, to
Have a
go
good
back
time.
and play
Have a
stuff
horrible
that-
time with friends. Like that's what Casual Friday is all about.
Exactly,
Yeah, I said in the video yesterday. I'm just gonna double down on it. Casual Friday will probably be every week. I originally said every 2 weeks, but I think I'm gonna do it every week. But when Jam's doing his Rocket League tournaments, I'm gonna head off before he starts his stream.
I have an update on this week's one for now. I'm interjecting right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Our Indie League game has been arranged.
Oh, gentlemen, when is it?
10 o'clock on Friday.
Oh, mate,
Friday.
I'll roll straight into that, mate, all day.
You can do, but
Or
I won't be on Casual Friday
That's
because
fine.
I'll be doing warm-ups.
that's fine. Don't worry about
That's
it.
fine. Yeah.
So yeah, you can
Me and Bish are
obviously
playing
roll.
something. I don't know what
Talking
we can
about,
play.
straight into
talking of
it, yeah.
Casual Friday, Jack.
Yeah.
What are we playing on Friday?
I should have had
we
something
found-
prepared. I have nothing. I
Still
don't
got a few
know.
days to
2
decide.
days. I
Yeah,
might.
we've still got a few days.
I
to decide on that
want.
one.
I want to play one Casual Friday. Emily is away properly with everyone.
Okay.
But I might save that if Jam's not going to be there. So we might just play a shooting game again or something. I don't know. Or we'll,
Okay.
oh,
We'll
well,
find something. Or a
I'll
side scroller
yeah.
or something. Whatever. I don't mind.
I mean, to be
Whatever
fair-
you wanna- we should try and change genres each
yeah.
week.
So not a shooting
That
game.
way-
Then.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that
way-
makes
yeah,
sense.
so that-
Two-player Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. Buzzing all over it. Anyway, gentlemen,
Okay.
check that out on Friday. You missed Jam moaning about Rocket League, Ness.
You did.
Gentlemen, time for the quiz.
I'm hat-trick champ right here.
Hat-trick champ. Dan, mate, I need some big answers today. Big answers. Gentlemen, I'm going to be strict today. I need the game. Full stop. No franchise. I want the game, please. Just the game.
Okay.
I won't accept any answer that isn't the full title of the game.
All right then.
The full title of the game. I'm very specific about this because there's one in here with a weird subtitle.
Oh, come on.
Yeah?
I'm liking it.
Yeah?
Just roll.
No one's ever gonna get it.
All these video games, they're
What's the
all
relation?
on the SNES. And the one that's not SNES exclusive is the SNES soundtrack, which I'm going to play you.
I might as well go downstairs.
Yeah,
and just
Bish,
chill.
mate. I don't know. Been a good show, Bish,
See you
mate.
guys.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
See ya.
No, you'll get one, Bish, I think.
Okay.
But anyway, I need the full title of the game, please. Are you ready? I'll turn off our backing track
Go
now.
ahead.
We are
Gentlemen,
ready.
if you need more volume in the chat, let me know. There's track one. I need the full game, please. Luke, mate, I don't like your sass. Get out of my chat. No, I'm joking. Anyway, Jam, in the chat, Jam is going to get this one, so I'm going to need you to get this, please. Name the game. Thank you very much.
Oh, easy. I just heard the Capcom logo.
Spoiler: it's a Capcom game. Oh, Dan's here. Hold on, Dan, mate.
Well done, Dan.
We've had two all day long, mate. Now, I need the game. Dan's 1-0 up. Anyone in the chat knows this next one? We'll have this all day. I need the game, please, or the full title of it. Thank you very much. Let's go. Some fucking bangers today, mate, I'm telling you. Dan saying Castlevania.
Can I tell him which one?
You can't tell him which one, but Dan's going to have to elaborate on his answer because I can't accept Castlevania, Dan.
He says specific. So,
I've been mean today, mate.
I was thinking Castlevania, but
I was knowing Castlevania.
I don't know any of the games or anything, so
I know which one it is. Pretty sure.
It is not too damn. I'll give you a few more seconds. Fucking banger though, mate.
No, I'll wait till Jack keeps it.
About 15, 20 more seconds, then I'll come to your YouTube channel. Mate.
I can't even hear the music now. This is Jack going.
I don't even can I still.
Gentlemen, that's been a minute. Dan, elaborate on your answer. I might pass to Jam, actually. Yeah, Jam.
4.
4, please.
Fuck. I knew you were going to ask for the subtitle.
Is there a subtitle or are you missing?
No, there is.
Is there? Jam, look at my face. Read between my eyes. Is there?
I'm going to read between your eyes. I think there is.
You're going to kick yourself. I feel mean today.
Something like that.
Hmm?
I said Requiem for it. I know it's not that.
Oof, that's the second one, Dan. Oh. Unlucky, Dan.
Simon's Quest is the second one. Do you know why I know? It's Castlevania 4.
Yeah.
Because it's the only one on the SNES.
Mm-hmm. SNES. There's a clue there somewhere. SNES.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Are you out?
Super Castlevania 4.
Boom. 1-1.
Wow. You really are being mean today.
Gentlemen. I'm being mean today. Gentlemen, I need the full. This one's mean, Bishop. I'll give you this one. This one's mean.
Okay.
The full title, please. I mean, if you really can't get it, I'll accept the game. But the full title, please. Let's go. 1-1. Ready for the horns? It's Gears and S has got it.
There you go.
Is there a guess in the chat?
I know the
Join in on YouTube as well. If you can't name it. It upsets me. No one's even like. That's about a minute. Gentlemen, do you have anything?
It's annoying me because I think I know it too.
Oh, you know it. Gentlemen, you know it.
I've got a guess.
The fact no one's got it yet is even bothering me.
It's got a bit of a RuneScape feel to it. But I know
I've got a guess.
Dan, anyone in the chat?
This is going to really annoy us, isn't it?
Yes.
I think I'm wrong.
You probably are, but let's do it.
Probably am.
There's
no. Do you want me to guess?
I think Dan's probably sat there rocking, trying to dig for this one, mate. If he's there, but
I don't think.
Jam.
I don't think there's a subtitle for this game though. So
it's not F-Zero, mate. I should have done F-Zero. I did F-Zero the other week, didn't I? Bishop, have you got anything before Jam goes? I think he's going to be.
I'm all out. I'm all out.
Subnautica, NS is right. Sorry, lads.
Subnautica on the SNES.
Sorry, lad. Yep. Jam. Come on.
Super Metroid.
You said, why do you always get Metroid questions wrong? It's not Super Metroid, no.
So it's Metroid.
It's not Super. It's not Super Metroid. Was the SNES one you gimp?
Yeah, I know.
No, it's not Super Metroid. It's not Metroid.
I know this.
You know the song. You gotta fucking kick off when you.
I think even I'm going to kick off for this one.
Oh.
Don't do this. Don't go on and don't say it.
No. Don't.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest.
Of course it is.
You're fuming. Oh,
I looked at Donkey Kong Country over there and go, it sounds a bit like that, but I know it's not Donkey Kong Country.
You should have just gone with it. Because I would have said it's a franchise. Anyway, this is kind of the decider if Jam or Dan don't get it. I need the title of the game, please. Let's go. You don't know it.
Are you sure?
No, I do.
Yeah, I know it. Which one?
It's what?
I said, which one? I'll have a stab in the dark.
Dan saying Final Fantasy IV. If he's correct, he relieves Jam of the title. Bishop, is he right?
I don't fucking know, do I?
Jam, is he
No.
right?
No.
What were you going to say?
6.
You're saying 6.
I'm saying 6.
Gentlemen.
Educated guess.
Gentlemen, one of you is right. Congratulations to Dan. It's Final Fantasy IV. Well done, Dan, mate. It's the Red Wings. The theme
Dethroned, sir.
on the beginning. Fucking great game. It's a great game.
I only said 6 was Jack's favourite.
That's fair. I love 4 though, to be fair.
I knew it was Final Fantasy. You could tell this music.
Yeah, it's got that Naboo-esque kind of vibe to it. Yeah, Dan, well done, mate. Congratulations. I don't think we'll have time to do a quiz on Thursday because we'll be buzzing.
Too busy,
We'll be too busy buzzing. Unfortunately, Jam won't be joining us on Thursday, but he'll be here in spirit, mate.
I'll be here in the chat.
Oh yeah, he'll be in the chat.
As much as I can.
Let's do it now for Jam. F in the chat.
Well, I'll be like an hour off finishing, so it shouldn't be too busy.
F in the chat.
Thursday.
I mean, if you do get home in time, by all means jump in with us. No worries. But yeah, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you very much for joining. Everyone in the chat who joined, thank you very much. Had a good time today. For those of you that have made it this far on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, helps the algorithm out for us. Because our algorithm's a bastard, like I say, for us small channels. But anyway, gentlemen, what are we up to the rest of this week? I know Bishop's doing. Bishop's playing Halo.
Yeah, I wonder what Bishop's doing. I'll just probably be playing Rocket League and working.
Rocket League work. I'll be balls deep in work as well.
Oh, Messenger as well. I'll be playing that.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to play that since?
No,
it's very good.
but I plan to tomorrow because I'm off.
Yeah.
Wait for people to come around and value the house, and I'm waiting for my second monitor to come tomorrow.
How much do you want for your house?
What, 25 quid?
Yeah, Sam, done. Tell Steph, call it off, mate.
That's fine, done.
I mean, buzzing. But yeah.
Next week, Jack will be sitting in this room. I'll be seeing that one.
That'd be funny. But yeah, lads, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Like I said, and we'll see you on Thursday. We'll go live on Twitch about, I believe, it's at 5 o'clock in it. Bishop starts for us.
I believe so.
Yeah, so about 4, something like that. We'll go live. We'll have a chat and we'll talk. We'll theorise, mate. And Jam will be here in spirit. And of course, NS has only been in more with me now, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll be here in spirit. Twitch.tv/the_casual report is where it's at. And yeah, until next time, keep it casual, guys.
Peace.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Later.